Each year, millions of people embark on grand resolutions, fueled by the hope of a complete life transformation. Yet, by February, nearly 80% of these promises have crumbled. It's not merely a lack of willpower or resources that derails us. Our habits are the silent architects of our actions, shaping the trajectory of our lives one small choice at a time. So why do we fall short of the lives we envision? The answer lies in the patterns we repeat daily. But there is a way forward. A shift so profound it can redefine how we live. Enter Stoicism. Not just an ancient philosophy, but a practical toolkit for breaking destructive habits and reframing our existence. At its core, Stoicism teaches a timeless truth. Focus on what you can control, and release what you cannot. This principle becomes a lifeline when untangling ourselves from behaviors that hold us back. Far from being a relic of the past, Stoicism is a guide to living with purpose, calm, and effectiveness. By embracing its wisdom, we can reorient everything, from our ambitions to our daily routines, aligning them with what truly matters in the long run. If you're weary of feeling trapped in cycles of unproductive habits and yearn to live with intention, this journey begins here. Together, we'll explore how Stoicism empowers you to reclaim agency, shed old patterns, and craft a life rich with peace and meaning. This isn't about simply eradicating bad habits. It's about cultivating balance, where progress and tranquility coexist harmoniously. In today's chaotic world, it's easy to get swept up in a torrent of worries about work, finances, or the opinions of others. You may lie awake at night, your mind swirling with what-ifs and concerns beyond your grasp. This endless rumination drains your energy and steals your joy. The reality is, when we fixate on things outside our control, we squander precious time and surrender our power to respond wisely. Stoicism invites us to pause and ask, what can I actually influence in this moment? Philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca remind us that while external events are beyond our command, our reactions are entirely within our power. Instead of wasting energy on uncontrollable forces, Stoicism urges us to channel our efforts into actionable steps. If a storm looms, prepare for it. If someone else's judgment weighs heavily, stay true to yourself and act with integrity. Shifting your focus in this way brings clarity, cultivates resilience, and equips you to face challenges with poise. Every moment spent fretting over the uncontrollable is a moment lost to moving forward. Through Stoic wisdom, watch as your life transforms into one defined by purpose, intention, and serenity. We've all experienced it. The overwhelming pull of commitments stretching us thin between work, family, social obligations, and more. Saying yes to everything often stems from pressure to please, contribute, or avoid missing out. But overcommitting doesn't just clutter your calendar. It fragments your energy, leaving little room for meaningful impact. Here, too, Stoicism offers guidance through the virtue of moderation. Seneca warned of time's fleeting nature, urging us to guard it fiercely, for once lost, it cannot be reclaimed. To embrace Stoic principles, begin by becoming deliberate about where you invest your time and energy. Before accepting new responsibilities or invitations, pause and reflect. Does this align with my values? Will it enrich my growth? Or merely add noise to an already crowded schedule? Learning to say no with intention creates space for what truly matters. This practice isn't about rigidity, it's about prioritizing what serves your highest good. When you manage your commitments wisely, you honor your time, and, in turn, yourself. Each decision becomes a reflection of your priorities, fostering a life of thoughtful alignment. Procrastination is another insidious habit that thwarts progress. At first glance, delaying action might seem harmless, but as deadlines approach and stress mounts, tasks spiral into frantic last-minute scrambles. Procrastination undermines not only productivity, but also confidence, preventing you from reaching your full potential. The Stoics understood the immense value of the present moment and the necessity of immediate action. Marcus Aurelius championed the idea of doing what must be done when it must be done. Rather than postponing, the Stoic approach is straightforward. Act now. When faced with a task, take the first step, even if it's small. Momentum builds from initiation, making continuation easier. Another Stoic strategy involves breaking larger goals into smaller, manageable pieces. By focusing solely on the task at hand, you diminish the anxiety that fuels procrastination and pave the way for steady progress. Stoicism teaches us to align our actions with our intentions, regardless of discomfort. By leaning into discomfort and taking decisive action, we cultivate discipline, courage, and strength. In our fast-paced society, self-care often takes a back seat. Skipped meals, sacrificed sleep, neglected exercise, all dismissed in pursuit of busyness. We treat self-care as indulgence rather than necessity, yet neglecting it carries significant costs. Stoicism does not advocate enduring hardship for its own sake. Instead, it underscores the duty of maintaining a sound mind and body to fulfill our roles effectively. Epictetus wisely noted the folly of striving for success while neglecting physical and mental well-being. Good health is a responsibility we owe to ourselves. When we fail to prioritize self-care, we compromise our ability to thrive, whether as caregivers, leaders, or individuals. Caring for yourself is an act of respect, honoring the finite time and energy you possess. A Stoic approach to well-being safeguards your health and enables you to build a resilient, balanced life. These Stoic practices are not quick fixes. They are transformative habits that, over time, realign your life with your deepest values, reduce stress, and fortify your resilience. With Stoicism as your compass, you can reshape your habits, refine your mindset, and ultimately redesign your future. Imagine yourself trapped in a labyrinth, pacing the same paths over and over, your sense of direction unraveling with each step. You start to question whether you're moving forward or simply going in circles. This is the disorienting experience of gaslighting, a toxic form of manipulation that distorts your reality, leaving you doubting your memories, your experiences, and even your sanity. But there's hope. There's always a way out of the labyrinth if you have the right tools. The Stoics, those ancient philosophers who mastered the art of resilience, offer us a guiding light through the fog. They remind us that while we cannot control external forces, we hold dominion over our perceptions, beliefs, and actions. These are the anchors we must cling to when gaslighting attempts to pull us under. Trust your instincts, trust your senses. Keep a journal if necessary. Document your reality so that when others try to rewrite it, you have an unshakable foundation to stand on. Gaslighting thrives on confusion and dependency, preying on the uncertainty it creates within its victim. By sowing doubt about what's real, manipulators seek to seize control. Yet, the Stoic philosophy cuts through this deception with clarity. Trust yourself above all else. No one can rob you of your truth unless you allow them. Hold fast to what you know deep down, and let that certainty lead you out of the maze. Remember, the key lies in focusing on what you can control, your response. While you may not be able to dictate another person's behavior, you can decide how you react. When you anchor yourself firmly in your own reality, you strip away the manipulator's power. Let your judgment be your compass, and refuse to surrender your truth no matter how hard they push against it. The truth belongs to you. It cannot be taken unless you give it away. Inconsistent behavior. Inconsistent behavior is a hallmark of manipulative individuals. One moment, they're affectionate and supportive. The next, they're distant or dismissive without explanation. This roller coaster leaves you questioning their intentions, and worse, questioning yourself. Such unpredictability is designed to destabilize, keeping you off balance as you scramble to decipher their shifting moods. Stoicism, however, champions consistency. Not just outwardly, but inwardly. It teaches us to align our thoughts, words, and actions into a harmonious whole. When confronted with erratic behavior from others, a Stoic doesn't react impulsively or emotionally. Instead, they pause, reflect, and evaluate calmly. Is this inconsistency a reflection of human imperfection? Or is it a deliberate tactic meant to manipulate your emotions and actions? By maintaining inner equilibrium, we protect ourselves from being swayed by someone else's turbulence. Recognizing these patterns early empowers us to fortify our boundaries and resist manipulation. Through Stoicism, we gain insight into human nature. learning to navigate relationships with wisdom and discernment. Armed with self-awareness, we safeguard our peace of mind, nurture healthier connections, and live authentically, unshaken by the chaos others might attempt to impose upon us.